So, where did the idea come from for Nectar's Presents? Like, what was the...
So I actually was, you know, I went to UVM for a few years over here, and anyways, I was over at the Davis Center one day, just kind of doing my thing, and I heard some music, and I just kept walking towards it, and you know, we didn't really have anything on campus during the day before this, and you know, this is my 4th year now, so the brand new student center and all. I pop into this place, and all of a sudden I see like this huge crowd of students in between classes just gathering around and watching this guy, that one guy actually is who it was, just rip it on this nice little homemade instrument he had over there, and it just kind of hit me that like this is a place where high traffic goes, and this is where we can showcase some great music.
Yeah, and are you planning on doing it like all over Burlington, or just at like the Davis Center and like on campuses around like Burlington?
Well, music in Burlington already is all over. We're gonna keep our focuses on what we got going now, but Brennan's Pub and Nectar's here, and then we got the spot on Martha's Vineyard, and we're thinking a little bigger picture when it comes to that stuff, but it's a different conversation, I'd say.
All right, and kind of like, you know, since you guys do have a venue here, it's kind of interesting to be putting on shows out of the venue. So like, what was, I guess, the motivation behind that, and just, yeah.
Well, you know, really it's getting involved with UVM and getting them active and knowing what, you know, it's kind of, they're up on top of the hill over there, getting them to come down and see some of the cool stuff before they even are 21, because it is 18 plus over here at Nectar's on some of these shows. And also, man, in general, like there's some shows that we've had upstairs that just really go unnoticed, and this is a great way that we're going to try to hopefully get some exposure for these great underground acts that come through nationally, and also some local underground music as well, you know, just keeping it, serving fresh music daily.
So you say it's like kind of like a little promotional thing, like give people a taste during the week, and then maybe have the same band play at Nectar's or Metronome on the weekend if people are feeling it, or?
You know, it's always week by week. It depends what we have coming, man. You never know with Nectar's, and as we do this, we're gonna kind of figure it out as well. But you know, ideally, I'd love to get some acts out of town, come on in the day of show, and do a little preview, sneak peek, just a taste, and say come on out tonight and see the rest of it. You know, because they're very worthy of pulling a crowd.
Yeah, and how did the UVM radio station get involved? Because I know you guys are doing a live stream from 2 to 3. So like, did they reach out to you, or did you reach out to them and say, hey, this might be a cool idea, you know, air it on the radio station during this time?
Yeah, actually, I was in Brennan's just during that show I was telling you about, and I went up to soundboard, kind of feeling out the whole room and whatnot, and I asked the sound guy a couple questions real quick, asked him what it would take, in his opinion, to get it live, and he pointed to this button, and it said WRUV on it in the bottom right-hand corner, and I was just like, nice, man. And I think he even said that they were streaming it live then, so that's just when I decided to get on the phone with the guy, and you know, I knew we wanted to do it a little more frequently, but he asked how we felt about, you know, there's a show called Exposure, actually, that I was thinking about as well, and you know, it's a totally different thing that they do, by the way, but there is definitely a benefit of like getting a weekly thing. You get to kind of, you know, people know to look here for cool underground stuff, and that's kind of where we went from there, you know.